to K Sports for NBA action this Sunday afternoon. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And let's take a look now at some numbers for Desmond Bane.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Now the starting group for the visitors. George out there with Butler. Then it's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. They've got Desmond Bane. Mo Wagner is out there with Walker. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Van Vliet finds Butler. George, a screen on Walker. And here's Butler outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Perhaps not the forte of Butler's game, but he does have the range to hurt you from the perimeter.
Brogdon, the pass to Walker. Now Bane, guarded by Miller. Walker sets a screen. The 3 from Bane. Pure from three-point range.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Gafford. 9 points for him in his last game. Butler against Walker. Butler, good. Butler's got 5 now.
That's really all you can do defensively. Butler is an all-star for this very reason. Excellent skills and cool under pressure.
Brogdon against Van Vliet. Pass to Walker, and here's Wagner. Back to Walker. Bane with it. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from 3. Bane's got his second basket.
And I like that there. I mean, get Bane something in rhythm.
Here's Butler, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
First personal foul. First team foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
You know, one thing about going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Brogdon finds Bane.
Yeah, pretty fearless move by Bane, making sure he gets the shot off.
First team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
And he makes a first.
And such a unique player. Bane is a powerful guard with an incredibly soft touch.
And Bane drops them both.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Pass to Miller. The 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
And right away, Brandon Miller showed that he was a star in the making, Grant.
Yeah, he's a 3-level scorer, B.A. He's very fluid as a player, and he makes the game look so easy. And he hasn't even grown into his body yet.
Brogdon with a bucket.
And you know what? When you guess wrong in the pick and roll with Brogdon, he burns you. Nicely done.
Butler passes to Gafford. 3-pointer, Van Vliet. Connects from downtown.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Bane. And a strong finish with two hands.
Yeah, right there with Bane, you see the advantage of size and toughness in the backcourt.
Miller outside. George outside. Butler, a screen on Anunoby. Pass to Gafford. Shot clock at 6. Here's Butler. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Second personal foul.
This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Wiggins, he's checked in for Walker.
Jimmy Butler. Shooting 1.
That's good from Butler. And with both teams fighting for playoff position, this is as intense of a regular season as you'll see, Grant.
Oh, BA, you can feel what's at stake here in the arena. Both of these teams will treat this like the postseason. The playoffs start now for them.
Now here's Wiggins. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Wagner with a screen on Van Vliet. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. Counted from distance. Brogdon's got 6.
Brogdon knows he has the touch from there, so he's very comfortable launching the 3-ball.
Miller outside. 4-3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Wagner. Still without a bucket. Brogdon, the pass to Wagner. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Lawrence Wagner.
What's up?
And that one misses.
Wagner gives you size, and he can stretch the floor as well. I mean, he's a very solid player who knows how to play the game.
And here comes the break. Oh, there's the alley. Ellis, good.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Now here's Beasley. Last game for him, he picked up 13. From downtown, and the three-pointer goes.
Hey, give Beasley all the credit there. I mean, when he got hit, he was not satisfied with just free throw.
You know, Malik Beasley, there are times he comes into a game and just lights it up, Clark.
Yeah, he's got the ability to score in bunches, B.A. When he's feeling it, he's unstoppable at times. He's got a deep bag, a lot of confidence, and a lot of game. When Beasley stays within himself, I think he's really an effective player, and we know he's skilled on offense.
36 seconds left in the first. Pass to Wiggins. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Great job drawing the foul, and almost converted the shot as well.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
The first free throw is good.
A decent free throw shooter is Wiggins, trying to become more than that, though, given how often he gets himself to the line.
Wiggins drops them both.
You know, it's interesting. Some people say Wiggins should play meaner, but to me, the most important thing is that he improves his overall game every year.
Now here's Butler. 11 points in the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And there's the drive, and it's Butler with the jam.
What nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Wiggins for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Wiggins got 5 now.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. They're up by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Nick Richards out there with Walker. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Pippen in at the point. Here's Wiggins, and he hits the jumper. 7 points in the game.
Smooth, quick release. Wiggins has put a lot of time and work into his jumper.
We've got Butler, Dante DiVincenzo out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Williams in at the center position, locking down the middle. Beasley, that's good.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Walker out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Nick Richards, and it's Pippen in at point guard. Here's Pippen. No points so far. Pass to Ellis. 5 on the clock. Wiggins down low. He's covered by Dosunmu, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Ayo Dosunmu picks one up.
Really good job of working the interior. You got to work it. You got to work it a bit. Wiggins attacking is able to draw the foul. Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. We've got Dante DiVincenzo. Butler out there with Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Williams, and it's Beasley in at the 2. Walker against Butler. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
First team foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Jimmy Butler. 1 shot.
That's good from Butler.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
The home team calls timeout. Let's take a look at the seeding for the Eastern Conference with only 4 games of the regular season remaining. Taking a look at the visitors here. Now in second, they look to be in terrific shape moving forward. Pass to Pippen. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. And here's Van Vliet. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. Here's Beasley. There's the three. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Beasley's got 9.
You've got to expect Beasley to put these shots up. He's an effective shooter from range.
You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. But no wonder nothing seems to faze him.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Andrew Wiggins, shooting 1.
One shot.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line, 100% this quarter.
Butler against Wagner. Blocked!
Big time denial that time by Wagner. Boy, he put some plaster on that one.
Here's Pippen. Last game for him, he picked up 13. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pippen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good execution to getting some short-range looks here.
Van Vliet outside. A minute 53 left in the first half. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Wagner. So both teams making some changes here. .151 left in the second quarter. He drops it from range.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Wiggins outside. Anunoby for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
All right, let's take a moment to appreciate some of the NBA's toughest defensive teams.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Ellis has checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Ellis. George against Anunoby. Outside Bane. Launches a 3. Drains the triple. Bane's got 13.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
And the visitors call time here. 1:09 left to play in the first half. George outside. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Butler's checked in for Gafford. .102 left in the first half. Now Brogdon, 15 in his last outing. Takes a three from deep. Brogdon. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Beasley outside. Pass to Van Vliet. Clock at 6. Out to Beasley. Here's the three. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to come.
Oh, nice! Big finish!
Well, Brogdon, I see you, young fella. Really enjoyable to watch this guy get up and throw it down with power because he doesn't do that often.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Can, capturing the moment. Gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here. That's good from Butler.
What I love about Jimmy Butler, there's a lot to like, but he brings it every night. His consistency and toughness and production, plays with passion, leads his team well. Love that throwback mentality of his.
Butler hits them both. Payne with it. He's got 13. Over to the wing. Here's Pippen. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Pippen's got 6 in the quarter.
And it's been punch, counter punch between these two today.
Seesawing back and forth in the balance this game has been. Neither team giving an inch.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome to halftime. First up, let's check out what games are tipping off tonight. You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some.
Speaking of bright, Ernie, can we wear sunglasses on the set? You know, I'm looking at Shaq's head, and it's really, that wax he put on his head, oh my God, it's just glaring in my eyes.
Well, it deflects away the haters like you, Kenny. Glad to know it's working.
You have any extra biggin?
You don't need it, Ernie. You always shine.
And now looking at this one, you got to be impressed with how outstanding Malcolm Brogdon has been.
So it's not about how many shots you take, it's about how many you make. And he's been making the most of every opportunity.
Yeah, when you got somebody cooking like that, you just sit back and watch the show. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
We've got OG Anunoby. Desmond Bane is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Walker, and it's Wagner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. From deep, Bane. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Daniel Gafford's doing. Allie?
They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. He's not coming back for this game, and I'm told to expect he won't be back for a while. Not the news we were all hoping to hear, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And in the training room, guys, I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Fred VanVleet out there with Miller. Then there's Butler. Then there's George. And it's Williams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the jam by Walker.
Yeah, impressive vision from Bane. Always looking to move it.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Butler. 18 points for him. Williams, a screen on Walker. And here's Butler outside. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Walker passes to Brogdon. Walker, a screen on VanVleet. Brogdon with a strong finish.
They haven't missed a beat coming out of the locker room. A perfect 4 for 4.
Outside Butler. Count it, and 1. You'll have a chance at a 3-point play. It's going to be on Jabari Walker.
First team foul.
This is his 5th trip to the free throw line. Wiggins, he's checked in for Walker.
At the line for 1.
What's up?
The free throw is off from Butler. Gone 4 of 4 in this 3rd quarter. Perfect so far. Bane, the pass to Brogdon. Anunoby for 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, that's 5 buckets in a row now. Watch out. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
And the visitors call time here. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Andrew Wiggins.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the 2nd half. Beasley outside. Butler on the wing. Butler is there for the flush.
You know, Butler is simply a winner. He knows exactly how to get himself going offensively.
Outside Bane. Pass to Wiggins. Outside Anunoby. Now Wagner. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bane. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Bain's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Back to Van Vliet. And the layup is good. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Wagner, right side. Pass to Bain. Shoots over Beasley. That one's good from Bain on the assist by Wagner. Bain's got 20 points.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Here's Butler. Drilled from 11 feet out.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
The home team calls timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. And no question, these are some of the best defenders in the league. The small forwards leading the NBA in steals since the All-Star break. In the third spot, Paul George.
And if you're an opposing small forward, this might also double as a list of the most irritating players in the league. Because when you tackle them head-to-head, it's on.
They are an elite group of defenders. I mean, they don't just make it difficult for opposing small forwards. They pester entire teams with their activity, jumping in the passing lanes, being active with their hands and feet. Very impressive defensively.
Pulls up. Brogdon with a bucket. He's got 15.
Boy, keep feeding him in. This guy's got it going now, and it starts with that shot. But he can do a lot of different things offensively.
It's George. Oh, that was something else, man. Wow.
Show us some power.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Yeah, they really need to double team him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Achua's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And that one falls for Brogdon.
You know, he's a big guard who really uses his size well. Brogdon is capable of playing either of the guard spots. He's old school in that way, just a guard who happens to be very versatile.
Beasley for 3. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Hits a three-pointer.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Wiggins against George. Williams a screen on Wiggins. For 3, George fires in the triple. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Up 3. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Nick Richards, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
So it's the home team now. It's a 3-point game. Here's Pippen. drops in the three.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
A big night for Butler. We've seen him as the guy on a finals team, and Jimmy can definitely carry your offense.
Pass to Richards. Here's Pippen. And he lobs it up top. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Williams. Here's DiVincenzo. There's the block. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Now here's Richards. Here's Ellis. He's covered by DeSumo. Pass to Pippen. 6 on the shot clock. He shoots over DiVincenzo. And the basket by Pippen. Pippen's got 5 points now this quarter.
There aren't a lot of guys who can hit those type of shots. Trust me.
Outside, Williams. Butler with the ball. And it's Butler with the jam.
The well-put-together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
The home team calls timeout. Both teams will make substitutions. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. In the huddle, he reminded them, quote, "This would be a huge statement if we can finish this off, but we have to stay focused until that final buzzer. It would be a big upset if they can hold on, guys."
Okay, thank you, Allie. Outside Bain. Outside Walker. Wagner outside. Beyond the arc. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist.
Shooting in rhythm. Wagner practices these shots all the time.
Outside Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
The kick out to Walker. Outside Brogdon. Good work there as it goes. Brogdon's got 23 points.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Tipped. Down low. Here's Wagner. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one, Moritz Wagner.
Free throw good. Wagner. Here's Butler. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Man, what strength from Butler. Refuses to be tied down or held down. Excellent concentration on the and one.
Jimmy Butler at the line for one.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And here's Bain. Pulls up on the wing. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Bain's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, I love all the elements Bain has added to his game. He can carry your... Oh, man.
Punch, that was.
Bad intentions.
Nasty. I'm talking filthy. Butler punching it and getting his teammates on the bench amped up.
Wagner outside. Pass to Anunoby. And here's Walker. Here's Wagner. 5 to shoot. Outside Brogdon. Outside Bane. From behind the arc. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Butler against Walker. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Butler's got 40 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And stolen by Williams. Outside Butler. And it's Butler who slams it down.
And that's exactly why they call him Jimmy Buckets. Butler, a clutch performer, one of the best we have in the league.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
44 seconds left to play in the 4th. And Williams over to help. Brogdon finds Wagner. Knocks down the long J.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And the visitors call time here. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
It's going to be tough. They've got to get a quick hoop and then immediately foul.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what they're talking about. I mean, it's their only chance. And even if it's a long shot, it is a chance.
The 3, George. On target from range.
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, George with a steal. And rejected.
Smart defending. You're rarely going to catch Bane out of position.
Third team foul. At the line from your home team, Jabari Walker.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
When you talk wings, Butler is a top-notch passer. He has a great understanding of the game.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. And the visitors call time here. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Van Vliet outside. 3-pointer. And connects from downtown. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
The home team calls timeout. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Third personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for your home team, Malcolm Brogdon. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Desmond Bane.